good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Can you see and hear me clearly?
Yes, yes.
All right, great. My name is Celine. May I know your name?
My name is Koki.
Koki. Nice to meet you, Koki.
Nice to meet you.
How are you today, Koki?
Today, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
All right, that's great to hear, Koki.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Koki, let's start our lesson. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you chose daily news. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now let's start. Let's read the title first. Please repeat after me.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting taxi training time, boost or backfire?
Cutting taxi training time, boost or backfire?
Okay, well done. Now let's move on to words and phrases.
Okay.
Okay, I will play the audio for each words. Let's read the example sentence after. Would you like to listen to US or UK audio?
US, please.
All right, first word.
Spark.
Spark.
Okay, this is a verb. It means to cause something to start or develop. Okay, let's read the example sentence. The announcement could spark protest across the country.
The announcement could spark protests across the country.
Okay, would you like to make a sentence or let's proceed to the next word?
Yeah, I'd like to make my sentence.
Okay,
Okay.
spark.
Spark. The recent AI technology sparks the arguments over the human rights.
Human rights. Okay. The recent AI technology sparks arguments. Let's put an argument over the human rights. Okay, great. Next word.
Effectiveness.
Effectiveness.
This is a noun, the degree to which something is successful in producing a desired result. Okay, let's read the example sentence. We measured the effectiveness of the new vaccine in clinical trials.
We measure the effectiveness of the new vaccine in clinical trials.
Okay, would you like to make a sentence again?
Okay. Mm, to improve the the working environment, the checking the effectiveness of softwares we use is necessary.
Okay, so use is necessary. Okay. To improve working environment, checking the effectiveness of the software we use is necessary. Okay, next word.
Commission.
Commission.
Okay, this is a noun, a payment to someone based on the value of what they sell. Okay, let's do the example sentence. She earns a 10% commission on every sale she makes.
She earns a 10% commission on every sale she makes.
Okay, would you like to make a sentence again?
Okay,
Commission.
commission. Mm. Mm. Uh, the salary of the people working in the sales department. Uh, hmm? Sorry. There's
Mhm.
a large part of the salary of people working in sales department is the commission.
Is the commission. The salary of the people working in the sales department is the commission. Okay, we can also say based on commission.
Mm-hmm.
The salary of the
Based on, yeah.
department is based on commission. All right, next word.
retention,
Retention.
This is a noun, the ability to keep or continue having. Okay, let's do the example sentence. Employee retention is important for reducing training costs.
Employee retention is important for reducing training costs.
Okay, would you like to make a sentence again?
Okay.
Retention.
Retention. Okay. Um, the long stock retention is crucial to have the profit so, in the unstable market.
Okay, unstable market. The retention is crucial to have the profit in the unstable market.
Okay.
Okay, next, our last word.
responsibility,
Responsibility.
This is a noun, a duty to take care of something or someone. Let's see the example sentence. Parents have the responsibility to keep their children safe.
Parents have the responsibility to keep their children safe.
Okay, this is our last word. Would you like to make a sentence?
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Responsibility. Even though we use AI technologies, we have to have the responsibility for the answer by the AI.
We have, even though we use AI technology, we have the responsibility of, was that sentence again?
Responsibility for the answers.
Okay, for the answers. Okay, thank you. Even though we use AI technology, we have the responsibility for the answers. All right, thank you. This is a good sentence. Let's proceed to comprehension part.
Yes.
But do you have any questions so far, Koki?
So far, so good.
All right, let's proceed to comprehension part. These are
Mm-hmm.
the questions that you need to focus on listening the article. First question is, why did Japan's police agency propose reducing taxi license training hours? Next, or training hours. Next, what concern did a former taxi executive raise about adding more drivers? Next, what is one fear about how reduced training could change public perception of the job? And before you answer those questions, let's listen now to the
Mm-hmm.
article. Would you like to listen to US audio again?
Yeah, still US, please.
Okay, I will play it now.
Cutting taxi training time, boost or backfire? In response to driver shortages, Japan's police agency proposed cutting training hours for taxi licenses from 40 to 29. If approved, the change allows completion in as few as 3 days, down from 6. Officials hope this fast-track system will attract more drivers by reducing barriers. However, the plan has sparked debate over its safety and long-term industry effects. A former taxi company executive expressed doubts about the plan's effectiveness. He said large cities already have enough taxis, citing ride occupancy rates below 50%. Adding more drivers may reduce income for current workers paid by commission. This could lower job appeal and worsen driver retention. He also questioned whether shorter training would bring new interest to the job. Most companies already pay for licenses, so time reduction helps only their budgets. Many view the job as unsafe or lacking status, especially among young graduates. Without improving its image, the industry may continue to lose recruits. Some fear this move will make taxi work seem less professional. Reducing training may weaken safety skills and personal responsibility. Others link the reform to broader pushes for ride-sharing services. Experts argue that real reform must raise the job's value, not just lower its entry cost.
Okay, are you ready to answer the questions?
Please let me listen again.
All right, sure. I will play it again now.
Cutting taxi training time, boost or backfire? In response to driver shortages, Japan's police agency proposed cutting training hours for taxi licenses from 40 to 29. If approved, the change allows completion in as few as 3 days, down from 6. Officials hope this fast-track system will attract more drivers by reducing barriers. However, The plan has sparked debate over its safety and long-term industry effects. A former taxi company executive expressed doubts about the plan's effectiveness. He said large cities already have enough taxis, citing ride occupancy rates below 50%. Adding more drivers may reduce income for current workers paid by commission. This could lower job appeal and worsen driver retention. He also questioned whether shorter training would bring new interest to the job. Most companies already pay for licenses, so time reduction helps only their budgets. Many view the job as unsafe or lacking status, especially among young graduates. Without improving its image, the industry may continue to lose recruits. Some fear this move will make taxi work seem less professional. Reducing training may weaken safety skills and personal responsibility. Others link the reform to broader pushes for ride-sharing services. Experts argue that real reform must raise the job's value, not just lower its entry cost.
Alright, are you ready to answer the question?
Yes.
Okay, first question. Why did Japan's police agency propose reducing taxi license training hours?
Since they hope since they hope to attract more drivers by reducing barriers.
Okay, exactly. That's the answer. Next question. What concern did a former taxi executive raise about adding more drivers?
Uh, they are concerned about they are concerning about the adding more drivers could lower job appeal and worsen driver retention. Since since ride occupancy rates is below 50%.
Yes, and that can reduce the income of current
Yeah.
workers paid by commission.
Hmm.
All right, next is what is one fear about how reduced training could change public perception of the job?
Mm, it is mm, the fear that this move will make taxi work seem less professional.
Yes, exactly. That's the answer. Okay, well done. This time let's proceed to your read out part. You
Okay.
can start reading whenever you're ready.
Yes. Cutting taxi training time boost would backfire. In response to driver shortages, Japan's policy agency proposed cutting training hours for taxi licenses from 40 to 29. If approved, the change allows completion in as few as 3 days, down from 6. Officials hope this fast-track system will attract more drivers by reducing barriers. However, the plan has sparked debate over its safety and long-term industry effects. A former taxi company executive expressed doubts about the plan's effectiveness. He said large cities already have enough taxis, citing ride occupancy rates below 50%. Adding more drivers may reduce income for current workers paid by commission. This could lower job appeal and worsen driver retention. He also questioned whether shorter training would bring new interest to the job. Most companies already pay for licenses, so time reduction helps only their budgets. Many view the job as unsafe or lacking status, especially among young graduates. Without improving its image, the industry may continue to lose recruits. Some fear this move will make taxi work seem less professional. Reducing training may weaken safety skills and personal responsibility. Others link the reform to broader pushes for ride-sharing services. Experts argue that real reform must raise the job's value, not just lower its entry cost.
Okay, great. So far, so good. There's no mispronounced word,
Hmm.
and pronunciation is very clear. Okay, this time let's proceed to discussion part.
Okay.
You can answer each question freely. You can also open the answer key if you want.
Okay.
Let's have the first question. Do you think shorter job training makes workers less prepared? Why or why not?
Mm, yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure about the taxi industry, but generally speaking, yeah. So I think shortage of training makes workers less prepared. Obviously, as long as the shortage. Oh, how can I say? In Japan, so the training system is very prepared already, so we can we can may, we may make it shorter than before, but compared to before, so yeah, younger generations uh, may be not prepared due to the captive trainings, you know.
Yes, I agree with you because of course training is important, not just in this article like taxi.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, generally speaking, in every aspect of our job or
Mm-hmm.
every work. So of course, training help us to be fully aware what is the job is, right?
Yes, yes. Hmm.
Yes, I
But
agree.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
so yeah, for from my perspective and in my experience,
Mm-hmm.
my job, I didn't have any specific job training
Mm-hmm.
for my job. For my first job after
Mm-hmm.
enrollment to this company, so
Mm-hmm.
it was very difficult to catch up everything about my job because I joined this company, my company,
Mm-hmm.
in 2020, just after the COVID-19
Mm-hmm.
burst.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, people are forced to stay in home, and
Oh yeah.
uh, I cannot build the intimate communication
Mm-hmm.
between the mentors,
Yes,
mentors
yes,
or
yes.
colleagues. So every meetings became online, and I
Mm.
can't see my customers'
Mm-hmm.
faces, and yeah, even my colleagues' face.
Mm.
Yeah, so I didn't imagine what this work is at the time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so so and my company is
Mm-hmm.
global,
Mm.
so it doesn't provide any specific training
Mm-hmm.
for my job. So yeah, I experienced this severe situation.
Oh yes, it's very hard. It's like you have like self-training
Yes,
only,
yes,
right?
self-training and on-the-job training, so-called
Mm-hmm.
on-the-job training, but it's completely online, so
Mm-hmm. Yes.
yeah, I couldn't do anything.
Yes. And of course, but because of course you're doing great, right? Because everything you do is, even though there's a lot of meetings, like online
Mm-hmm.
meetings, but all you need to do is to fix everything by yourself,
Yes.
right? Yes. And that was great. All right, great. Now let's move on to the next question. Thank you very much for your answer. I'll put the answer key. You can check it later if you want.
Okay, I'll take it to later.
Next question is, have you ever used a taxi service in your country?
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
have, especially yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
That is after my drinking party, and
Mm.
my last train has gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there is no other way other than so taking the taxi.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I took the taxi. But in Japan, generally speaking, the taking the taxi is so pricey compared to the train. Yeah, it is 10 times or
Oh.
yes, it depends on the distance.
Mm.
But yeah, generally speaking, in Tokyo, it is 20 times or expensive than yeah train usage. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, at the time, I feel like after waking up, I
Mm-hmm.
every time I feel like I wasted my money for
Oh.
the yeah one night, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, so and I feel like I should have stayed some coffee.
Mm.
Yeah, 24 hours opening cafe.
But okay, that was very helpful as well because you've arrived home safe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. But just like what you mentioned, it's 10 times expensive.
Yes.
Okay, now next. But as long as you are safe,
Mm-hmm.
so you can earn the money again.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Okay, next question is, do you believe a job's image affects young people's career choices?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And the job image
Mm-hmm.
significantly affects
Mm.
young people's career choices. Like so, especially the images of around the salaries. You know.
Mm, yes.
So yeah, if once the rumor about the salary about that some industries
Mm-hmm.
mm, go viral or go through among people, it is difficult to remove that image from
Mm,
young
yes.
people. So, for example, in Japan, uh, yeah, so anime industry is very popular, and yeah, so from the global view,
Mm-hmm.
so anime is one of the big industry in Japan, but so from a domestic
Domestic
view,
view.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So that industry is not so good in terms of salary. So yeah, there is there is some gaps like that. So and yeah, that affects actually young people's career choices. And after graduate, so we we are not likely to choose that industry.
Because it's like very common industry in your country. But of course, globally, it's like uh, very, it's not very common, but
Mm-hmm.
highly famous.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
famous.
we all know that anime is very popular in your country.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. But of course, just like what you mentioned, image can be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, salary as well. That's why we work, right? Yes. Okay, great. Thank you very much for your answer. Let's have the next question.
Okay.
Do you think long training helps build a sense of responsibility?
Yes, yes. Long training helps. Responsibility
Mhm.
doesn't. How can I say? Responsibility is not related to the training period, I guess. So
Mhm.
yeah, responsibility comes with what people do and what services they provide and
Mhm.
what they earn money from.
Mhm.
So yeah, as long as people provide services to other people and they earn money by that,
Mhm.
they have to have the responsibility for that.
Yes.
So that is the training period doesn't matter in terms of that responsibility, I think. But yeah, so if the in the training, the yeah teacher or the yeah the teacher, if the teacher stresses the importance of the responsibility,
Yes.
yeah, they can learn and they can build the sense of, yeah, responsibility in their mind. So yeah, it works, I guess.
Yes, I agree with you. Of course, in every aspect, in every job that we do, we should have the
Mm-hmm.
responsibility, right? So, long training can be helpful, just like what you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Now, we still have 13 seconds only, but you're doing a great job, Koki.
Thank you.
Everything is good. I will put all the answer key as well. Thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thank you very
Koki.
much.
See you again next time. Have
Yeah,
a great
have a
day.
good day.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Bye
day.
bye.